Shout out to the homie Juan Carlos Alvarez for sending me this on Facebook, and I do respond. The links are in the description. Hit the look in the description. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. DM me, and I do hit back. It's the quickest way to message me. And Mr. Alvarez sent me this video link from ES News. It just dropped today, and we back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Your boy CJ Goodfella and more with some more breaking news that Jose Ramirez has left Freddie to coach Roach, dope coach Roach, in my Floyd Mayweather senior voice. And my condolences go out to the Mayweather family. Floyd lost his mother. So that's Floyd Jr.'s grandmother. So I did hear about that. I guess they, going through the arrangement, still going through the grieving process. But Jose Ramirez switched sides, man. He went over to Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, and I linked that interview in the description. And he kept that low key, man. He got a fight coming up in his hometown of Fresno, in the home area. And, Freddie Roach loses another one. And he talks about how Manny Pacquiao team turned him down, for a fight. I heard that Bob Arum was, I told y'all Bob Arum was trying to push, Pacquiao to fight Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez ain't ready for nobody right now. That's why he fight Danny O'Connor, a guy that's not ranked inside the top 15. That's why he evaded and was very elusive in not trying to fight Regis Prograis. Lipinets beats him up. Relic beats him up. I think even, Rancis Bartholomew coming off a loss beats him up. He's not a good fighter, at this point. He's slow. I think his power is overrated. But, if anybody can, bring him back, or get him up to where he needs to be on a professional speed level, it's going to be Robert Garcia. He's an excellent trainer. Him and his pops, Robert, and Big G, get, they hone and really transform fighters and really give them the tools and ingredients they need to be successful. You see what they did with Marcos Maidana. He was a caveman fighter before he got with them, and then he developed some unique traits and some unique combinations, some unique skills up under Robert Garcia, and that's probably one of the better what if stories. If Marcos Maidana still was fighting today, he would definitely be in the mix as a top welterweight. With those skills that he had, the jab they gave him, and some of the skills and IQ that he learned at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, that would have been, he'd have threw a monkey wrench into the welterweight division today. He might have been king. But with Jose Ramirez, we'll see what Robert Garcia gonna do with him. But Freddie Roach loses another fighter, man. And he losing fighters fast, man, because they can't find that Frankie Gomez kid. He don't want to fight. He probably one of his most talented fighters, but he don't want to fight. He don't want to train. He don't want to be great. He lost Jose Ramirez. That was another young Mexican fighter he had coming up. Obviously, he lost Manny Pacquiao. And I don't even think he's training Ray Beltran no more. He's training at the Wild Card Gym, another Wild Card Gym he opened somewhere, Santa Monica, some shit like that he opened. So, he got a lot of young fighters, but it seems to be everybody singing the same song coming out the Wild Card Gym. Is that Freddie ain't got it no more. If you listen to this interview with Jose Ramirez, I'm paraphrasing. He said, "I'm happy to be able to be with a young coach who's excited about boxing and somewhere that's still interested in boxing, and boxing is his main interest." So it sounds like Freddie Roach ain't really as interested in boxing as he once was. And, he got those health issues and health concerns going on. And, he became a celebrity, He won Trainer of the Year like 20,000 times in a row. And, he had the hottest gym before Mayweather Gym took over. He had the hottest gym in L.A. And you listen to him in the corners now, he ain't doing no coaching. He ain't even giving no good advice in the corner. Pacquiao Horn fight, he didn't say nothing. And it don't look like they even prepared for Horn. Like they ain't do no tape or nothing. They just went in there and just, freelancing, and that's why they got beat. And Jose Ramirez is probably thinking the same thing. Like, this motherfucker, he don't care about boxing no more. He just want to check. Let me go get Robert Garcia. And that news just broke. So he been over there for a minute, because I'm pretty sure Ellie did this interview quite some time, or probably earlier this week or last week or something like that, because he been out in New York for the last 2 days. So there's some video that he held on to. So maybe that hence the change, the reason why they ain't want to fight Prograis. But it don't matter. Robert Garcia can't save Jose Ramirez from that ass whooping that Regis Prograis got. And I'm hearing some news that Regis Prograis is training with Derrick James now. I'm just waiting to confirm it. That he's training with Derrick James. So they both had a coaching switch. And if you don't know what's going on between Regis Prograis and Jose Ramirez, and you didn't catch my video, which if you haven't subscribed to this page, you might want to, because not only do we do boxing, we do other sports, but, you know, boxing news, I usually break it first. Or I'm one of the first ones to break it or articulate the real trio of facts about it. But, you know, basically, Top Rank and Bob Arum and ESPN gave Jose Ramirez his own fight date in New Orleans on the undercard of Pacquiao and Matisse, which is going to be pay-per-view. The undercard preliminary fights is going to be free. You just paying for the Matisse and the Pacquiao fight. He going to be fighting in New Orleans. So they gave him a fight date on ESPN in order for him to go away. And they talking about they can make the fight next summer. But the issue is, Regis Prograis, from what I heard, he's confirmed that he's entering the World Boxing Super Series tournament. He says too much money to turn down. So he took, basically what happened was, to throw away the title shot for him not to take the title shot versus Jose Ramirez, he was given a fight date on ESPN at home in New Orleans, television date. So they paying him to fight against somebody from Argentina, as long as the guy from Argentina win his fight coming up. I've never heard of him, and he getting a showcase fight on ESPN in exchange for not getting a world title shot. So it's a dumb trade, because he could have got 3 world titles into that World Boxing Super Series tournament at 140. IBF to WA, vacant IBF and WA is already in there, but you know, they must be paying them good enough. And now in the World Boxing Super Series tournament, the prize money is astronomical. So he got to take it. You know, that's what he said. He got to take it. It's too much money to turn down. And the competition level is very easy for him right now. At least that's what it's looking like. So, you know, that's the situation. So, you know, Ramirez going to be being coached by Robert Garcia at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. He's spinning Freddie Roach like many fighters have been spinning Freddie Roach. He's losing the juice. He's losing the sauce. And he probably going to retire in a minute, I think, man. Hopefully he done well with his money. It's TBC and more. We gone.